house is on fire. We are divided on so many levels. And we have prophets of falsehood and negativism spewing out information designed to pit people against each other every day, all day.
Yes.
And it doesn't take an Einstein to figure out where that goes.
Right.
That it becomes more and more bitter. So I'm glad that we are embarking on what I would call a great mission. Great mission's gonna start great. Not with one or two people.
That's right.
But we want to actually become a voice for the necessity of building an enduring movement
That's right.
that can't be easily broken up. And that means that we have to be patient with each other. We have to be truthful with each other. And we have to work together. It took a little while to get everybody in this room. But we waited until everybody got here. Because we want to be one sound, one voice, one energy, one source that is determined not to be divided, not to turn on each other, not to create unnecessary confusion. But everywhere we go, we want to be prophets of unity.
Yes.
That call people together. Not so much by what we say, sometimes that actually causes people not to get together, but by how we act. Greet everybody, make them feel welcome, and give them a sense that this is not just a march, that we're in the process of building a movement. And that's to say, we want to link up with all the others who are building movements. There is the Poor People's Campaign. There is the wine group. What's the name of it?
Red, brown, and blue.
Yeah. Name some other groups.
Blueprint.
Forward.
North Carolina.
And think of all of those getting more and more aligned.
Yes.
And to a point that you can't break them up. And if somebody's saying something ugly and unauthorized, don't be spreading that around. If it's necessary, talk to the person.
That's right.
And work it out. Because we want to model for this nation what it means to build unity in a state. We already linked up with the Poor People's Campaign, with Blueprint, with a number of other groups. So I want to commend you for coming, taking the time off, making the sacrifice. And when I started, I said that our house is on fire. And if your house is on fire, you don't sit outside under a tree waiting for it to go out. If you can't build, if you don't have a fire department, create a bucket brigade and begin. Everybody can do something. And the main thing we want to do is to build the unity all across this state of the beautiful diversity of the human race, so that we cannot be played and pitted against each other. That's the spirit. And if you carry that spirit, you'll link up with some people who have a kindred spirit.
That's right.
And as we do that, city by city, and hopefully state by state, we will be joining with others who are already doing it. So we're not claiming that we are the first to get out here on that. We want to unite with people who are already doing that, so that we can bend the moral arc away from falseness and away from lies and away from thinking that your neighbor is your enemy, but toward affirming the dignity and the worth and the enormous unrealized potential of the beautiful human family, even though we're not always acting beautiful toward each other. So I want to just say thank you for being here, and I want to call on our pastor.
with my mind.
Let's stay in one lane.
Let's stay in one lane. Walking and talking with my mind. Stay on justice. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Let's stay in one lane.
Hallelujah.
I can hear you.
So we tell them we are the people. We are the people. The mighty, mighty people. And everywhere we
This
go.
summit was, having some joy, having some singing, having some poetry, because part of the movement is having some joy. I can't always complain about what's wrong. I gotta have some joy. I gotta have some joy, y'all. And I have to have some sleep. And I said like that because for a long time, for 20 of those years, I wasn't getting no sleep. Still not getting any proper sleep, but I'm getting more, and I'm conscious of that. And I'm just saying that is that in this movement, we gotta learn how to love one another, have joy with one another, take care of one another, get some rest, and come back to work. So I took my time, and I don't have to say anything for the rest of the day, but we're gonna go on to the program that was scheduled that Wesley has. But I had to get that off my chest because I don't know if Reverend Johnson and Miss J is watching now, but it makes my heart feel good that they don't have to be here. Because if you have a movement that depends on somebody being here and that the movement can't go on without us, then we're not doing the movement right. A movement should move with or without you, because it's not about you. It's not about us. It's about the movement and the liberation of our people.
I heard yesterday someone say, I'm ready to stop talking and I'm ready to build strategy. And that's what we're going to try to do today. We're going to move towards strategy. We might not get it finished today, but trust me, we're coming back. In fact, we're coming back to each of the communities for the Long March. We will start this side of the new year, probably end on the other side. But we're going to do that because we want to have conversations with you and others in your community face to face, knee to knee, because that's how some of this strategy has got to be developed. So think about that. Prepare for that. Think about start thinking now, who should be in the room when we come to your community. Because that's what this is about. Reverend Johnson had a vision about the Long March. All of that folds into our work of truth, justice, and reconciliation, but his vision didn't stop at a march. One of the things that he said to us shortly after the march, he was in the office, in the conference room with us, and saying, but we've got to do something else. We've got to take what we've learned, the momentum that has been built, and we've got to do a work together so that people know that what we're talking about is possible, is actually and can be accomplished. So that's what this is about. That's what this day is about. It's about moving us towards the thing that we're going to do together. And once we create the model, it can be replicated on all of the issues that we heard. It can be replicated on issues that are yet unaddressed, we don't yet know about. So think about that and buckle up, because the rest of the day is going to be truly amazing. Thank you so much for coming.